The rain hit the windshield like bullets as Ethan Cole sat quietly in the back seat of his black Rolls-Royce, watching the world blur past him. At 52, he was one of the richest men in America, a billionaire tech mogul known for building empires and crushing competitors without emotion. But tonight, his sharp eyes weren't focused on stocks or acquisitions. They were locked on a skinny teenage boy struggling to ride a worn-out bicycle through the storm. The boy's delivery bag looked too heavy for his fragile frame. His hoodie was soaked, yet he kept pedaling, slipping, almost falling, but never stopping. "Pull over," Ethan said. The driver hesitated. "Sir, in this weather?" Now the car stopped. Ethan stepped out into the rain, his expensive shoes sinking into a puddle. He walked toward the boy, who nearly crashed trying to brake. "Sir, I'm so sorry," the boy said quickly, panic in his voice. "I didn't mean to block." Ethan raised a hand. "Relax, what's your name?" Lucas Reed." Ethan studied him. 17, maybe 18, exhausted, hungry, determined. "Where are you headed?" "Delivery, sir. If I'm late, they cut my pay." Ethan glanced at the broken bike, then back at Lucas. "Me help you?" Ethan said. Lucas shook his head immediately. "No, sir, I can't accept charity." A small smile formed on Ethan's face. That answer, it wasn't common. "Charity," Ethan said. "A test," frowned, confused. "Deliver one package for me. If you succeed, I'll pay you enough to never worry about deliveries again." Hesitated. The rain grew heavier, his stomach growled. "What kind of package?" he asked. Ethan snapped his fingers. The driver handed over a small black box. "Simple," Ethan said. "Deliver this across the city, no shortcuts, no cheating, and most importantly, don't open it." Looked at the box, then at Ethan. "Much will you pay?" Ethan leaned closer, his voice calm but powerful. $100,000. Lucas's breath caught. For a moment, everything went silent except the rain. "I'll do it," Lucas said, and just like that, the test began. Lucas pedaled through the storm, gripping the box tightly. His legs burned, but his mind raced even faster. $100,000. That was more money than he had ever seen in his life. He thought about his mom, working 2 jobs, still struggling to pay rent. He thought about the eviction notice sitting on their kitchen table. This wasn't just a delivery, this was their way out. But as he rode deeper into the city, something felt off. Why would a billionaire trust a random delivery boy? Why did the box feel important? Lucas slowed down for a moment, staring at it. Just one peek, he thought. No one would know. His fingers hovered over the lid, then he shook his head. He whispered, "I gave my word." He kept riding across the city. Ethan sat in his car, watching multiple screens, GPS trackers, cameras. Every move Lucas made was being monitored. "Interesting," Ethan muttered. "Most people failed within minutes. They opened the box, took the money, ran away, but Lucas, he hadn't even tried." "Let's make it harder," Ethan said. Halfway through the journey, Lucas's phone rang. Unknown number. "Hello," a deep voice spoke. "We know what you're carrying." Lucas froze. "Who is this?" "Listen carefully," the voice said. "That box contains something very valuable. Open it, take what's inside, and leave it. No one will trace you, you'll be rich." Lucas's heart pounded. "How do you know about the box?" he asked. "Because we're watching you." The call ended. Lucas looked around nervously. Every shadow felt alive. This wasn't just a delivery anymore, this was dangerous. He swallowed hard and kept moving. Minutes later, his bike chain snapped. Lucas fell hard onto the pavement, scraping his hands. "Great," he groaned. He looked at the box. Still safe, but time was running out. If he didn't deliver it, he'd lose everything. A car slowed beside him. A well-dressed man rolled down the window. "Need help?" the man asked. Lucas nodded desperately. "I'll give you a ride," the man said, "but only if you show me what's in the box." Lucas hesitated. "It's just a delivery," he said. "Then it shouldn't be a problem," the man replied with a smirk. Lucas tightened his grip. "No, I'm sorry." Man's smile disappeared. "Loss," he said, driving away. Lucas stood there, breathing heavily. Every step of this journey was trying to break him. But he refused. With no bike, Lucas started running through crowded streets, through alleys, through exhaustion. His legs screamed in pain. But he didn't stop, because this wasn't about money anymore. It was about proving something to himself. Finally, after what felt like hours, Lucas reached the destination, a tall, luxurious building in the heart of the city. He walked inside, soaked and trembling. The receptionist looked at him with disgust. "Can I help you?" "I have a delivery," Lucas said, holding up the box. She checked her computer, then nodded. "Penthouse suite." Stepped into the elevator. His reflection stared back at him, dirty, bruised, exhausted. He looked like he didn't belong. But he pressed the button anyway. The elevator doors opened, and there stood Ethan Cole, dry, calm, waiting. Lucas walked forward and handed over the box. "Delivery complete," he said, his voice shaking. Ethan took the box and smiled. "Most people fail before they even get halfway," Ethan said. Lucas frowned. "What do you mean?" Ethan opened the box. Inside was nothing. Lucas's eyes widened. There was never anything valuable inside, Ethan said. The real test was you. Felt a mix of anger and relief. You put me through all that for nothing. Ethan shook his head. No, I put you through that to find someone like you. Didn't understand. Ethan walked closer. I've built companies worth billions. But do you know what's rare? He asked. Lucas stayed silent. Integrity, Ethan said. Loyalty, discipline. You had every reason to open that box, to quit, to take shortcuts, but you didn't. Looked down. I just didn't want to be that person. Smiled. That's exactly why you deserve this. Handed Lucas an envelope. Lucas opened it slowly. Inside was his hands shook. You earned it, Ethan said. Tears filled Lucas's eyes. Thank you, he whispered, but Ethan wasn't done. One more thing, he added. Lucas looked up. I want you to work for me. Froze. What? You start tomorrow, Ethan said. Not as a delivery boy, but as a trainee in my company. Couldn't believe it. Why me? He asked. Ethan's answer was simple. Because money can be taught, skills can be learned, but character. He paused. That's something you already have. Months later, Lucas stood in a sharp suit, walking through the same building he once entered as a delivery boy. People greeted him with respect. His life had changed completely. But he never forgot where he came from, and he never forgot the test that changed everything. Back in his office, Ethan watched Lucas through the glass wall. His assistant walked in. Do you really think he'll succeed? Ethan smiled. Already has. Sometimes life tests you in ways you don't understand, not to break you, but to reveal who you truly are, and sometimes all it takes is one moment of honesty to change your entire future. If this story made you feel something, remember this: opportunities don't always come with clear signs. Sometimes they come disguised as struggles. So the next time life tests you, don't take shortcuts, because someone might be watching, and that moment might change everything.